In this video, we will discuss about function overloading in C++. Function overloading. When two or more functions having same name but different parameters in a program, it's referred as function overloading. Each function's arguments should be different than another function defined in the same program. The return types of the functions may be same or can be different. Example of function overloading. The first function overload function has a return type of int with 4 parameters. The second function with same name has a return type of int with 3 parameters. The third function with same name has a return type of float with 2 parameters. Let's test the function overloading using a program. In the program, the function overload func is declared 3 times. The first function declaration has a return type of int with 4 parameters. The second function with same name has a return type of int with 3 parameters. The third function with same name has a return type of float with 2 parameters. So the function overload func is overloaded 2 times with different signatures. In function declaration, all the functions are adding the values and are returning it back using the return function. In the main function, 2 float variables are declared with a equals 10.01 and b equals 20.30. We have declared float because if it is not declared, then C++ considers it as double and gives compilation error, which we will see later. The first cout calls the function with 3 parameters. The second cout calls the function with 2 parameters. The third cout calls the function with 2 parameters as a and b, which are float. Once executed, the first function is called with 3 input parameters. The program knows which overload function to call and returns the sum of 3 integer parameters, which is printed as 60. The second function is called with 2 input parameters. The function returns the sum of 2 integer parameters, which is printed as 30. The third function is called with 2 input parameters as a and b. The value is passed to the function, which returns the sum of both the float variables, which is printed as 30.31. If we go back to the program and comment the float declaration of a and b and pass the value directly in the function as done for integer values, we will get compilation error as call of overload function is ambiguous. There are 2 ways to resolve this error. The first and the correct way is to either declare the variables as float or change the data type as double. We have already seen that on declaring float it's working fine. So let's change the data type to double and check the output. Once compiled, we don't see any compilation error and it prints the values correctly as before. The second way is to remove all the function declaration having similar number of parameters. This might not be a correct way because we might need them in program. On commenting and compiling again, we don't see any error coming. Also, it prints the output as expected.